comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. And if I sound a little bit more chirpy today than I have the last 3 days, it's because I didn't fucking work today. And I think I have done my final day of work ever. I'm not working for money anymore. I'm not doing it. I'll work for free. I'll become a slave. I don't mind being a slave, but I'm not consciously choosing to work again. I just can't do it. Can't do it. So my dad called me today and he told me Nana called him and she said she's been listening to the podcast and she loves it. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's my two fucking cousins. They're in lockdown with Nana. The two bitches. That's what the rest of the family calls them, the two fucking bitches. They're there, they're probably skimming Nana's bank accounts for all we know. They're like, oh, we're looking after Nana while we're in lockdown. I know what you're doing. You're trying to cut me out of the fucking will, aren't you? Don't sign anything, Nana. Don't forget your favourite grandson. They're getting Nana high and they're trying to fucking change the will. Don't worry, as soon as those borders reopen, I'm coming to New Zealand. Me and Nana are going to get high as fuck. I'm going to give her some MDMA and I'm going to make her sign the new will. My will. Big shout out to Nana, my two evil cousins, my auntie Kaz, my favourite auntie, who's had a bit of a rough time since last time I was in New Zealand. I hope you're all well. Anyway, it's Friday. It's fucked up Friday, and yous have all fucked me again. Again. Everyone's sending in a story, and no one fucking sends in a story. You've got no goddamn excuse anymore. So if anyone messages me anymore with like, oh, I've got a great story, I'll send it to you tomorrow, or anything like that, I'm fucking blocking you. I'm not going to block you. I'm not big enough to block you. Maybe I'll write your name in a book with a little asterisk next to your name, and as soon as I do get big enough to block you, you fucking block. But until then, just fucking write a story. Eventually, I'm going to run out of stories. Eventually, you're just going to get some fucking Wednesday night when I was 31. So this one, I think I was around 25, 24, 25. I can't remember. I was in Cambodia, Sihanoukville. It's on the beach there. This was my second time in Cambodia. The first time was pretty fucking wild, actually. I was drinking a lot at a place called Heart of Darkness, which is an ominous fucking name for a joint. I was drinking a lot there, and then one of the nights I was hanging out with an English dude, and we were leaving the bar, we were walking outside, and I don't know what the fuck he said, but he said something mouthy to one of the hookers out the front, and she just took off her high heel and started slamming this guy in the head, and then about 15 fucking hookers just jump him and start beating the absolute fuck out of him. I'm just like, oh, what are you going to do? You live by the gun, you die by the gun. I watched it for a little bit, then just called a tuk-tuk home just in case they thought we were friends. That was in Phnom Penh. This is Sihanoukville. This is on the beach, just like any other place in Asia with the bars along the beach. It's fucking cool. It's got a great vibe to it. But for some fucking reason, every bar was empty when I was there. It must have been down season or something, but it was fucking deserted. So I go looking along the beach for a place to drink, and my only goal was to find a place with someone else there. Everywhere was empty, and I finally get to this one joint, and there's one guy sitting at the bar, a fucking tattooed up old fucking geezer. He was a right fucking geezer. He was reading the newspaper like he was some fucking local there. So I sit up at the bar, I don't even try and talk to him. I just start drinking, and I just start drinking hard and fast. Fast enough for this fucking geezer to take notice. I think I was about 10 drinks in, and then we start talking. And this fucking geezer is pretty much in Sihanoukville, Cambodia, because he's on the run. He was telling me all this shit about being a gun runner, drug dealer. He's wanted in fucking however many different countries. He was full tatted up, neck tats, old school as well, like prison tats. He was an older dude. He must have been maybe 50 something. So we start drinking together. I start buying him a few drinks. We keep chatting. He lives there. He has a girlfriend there. He's been there for a few years. Pretty much if he goes back to England, he's going to jail. And we're getting on pretty good. And this is when my memory gets a little bit fucking hazy. I don't remember specifics, I just remember events. So the dude who owned the bar, and I think it was just freshly open, and I think this English dude was drinking there all the time. So he was his cash cow. The bar owner seems to like me as well. We have quite a few more drinks, and then we start shit talking each other. Nothing serious, just joking, a little bit of back and forth, all in good fun. So me and this old geezer start getting into like a little jokey, laughy argument about whose round it is. I'm like, I've bought like 20 rounds, cunt. So the old fucking geezer, he pulls out his wallet and he puts his reading glasses on. Just a piece of shit pair of reading glasses. Like cracked up, rickety old shit pair of reading glasses. Looks in his wallet to see how much money he's got left. Closes his wallet, takes his reading glasses off and throws them on the counter. And he's like, oh, these useless fucking things, I should throw them away. And then I'm not sure why I did this, and it wasn't thought out either. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to do this for a reason. It was pure instinct. It was reflex. When he threw them onto the bar saying he should throw them out, I picked them up immediately and I said, yeah, you should. Threw them on the ground and then stomped them into the ground. Then I picked them back up and put them on the bench top, and they're fucked. They're broken. They've got no lenses in them now. The arms are all fucking bent. He looks up at me. He's like, what the fuck did you just do? And I'm like, I broke your glasses. And he just fucking launched at me. He launched at me, started swinging. He was a little bit older, so I got out of the way quick enough. The Canadian bar dude, he's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here now. You've got to get out of here now. Couple of Cambodian dudes are holding back the English guy. He's going fucking nuts. I'm going, I didn't mean it to be like a bad thing. It was like a joke. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Just leave. Get out of here. Why are you still here? I'm like, people just don't have a fucking sense of humor these days. The next morning I wake up, I'm hungover as an absolute motherfucker. And I'm just getting flashbacks of this English guy's glasses and him going nuts. And I'm like, I remember him saying he lives here. I'm here for another fucking 4 days. I'm going to have to fucking sort this out. So I'm like, I'm going to go back to that bar. I'm going to apologize and I'm going to offer to buy him a new pair of glasses. So I have a few drinks and then I psych myself up. I head to the bar and the old fucking geezer is sitting at the bar. The Canadian guy spots me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm like, I just want to apologize for last night. Look, I don't know what the fuck got into me. I was just fucking too drunk. I didn't even know what I was doing. I'm like, how much were your glasses? I'll give you some money to buy a new pair. And the geezer's like, take a seat. And he just put his hand out. He's like, it takes some fucking balls to come back. I could have fucking killed you. He's like, you're lucky I had a spare pair at home. Me last pair. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm fucking sorry about last night. I just fucking had too much to drink. I'm like, how much do you want for those glasses? He's like, I'll take 100. I'm like, huh? A what? US? He's like, yeah, they were a great pair of glasses, those were. I'm like, you're fucking out of your mind, aren't you? 100 US for those pieces of shit. The fucking arm was held together with a Band-Aid. He's like, they were my favorite pair. I'm like, this old geezer knows how to play. I'm like, I'll give you 60. That's all I'm giving you. I'm sorry. Then we negotiated. I ended up giving him 70 fucking US for those pieces of shit. So I sit down at the bar and I start buying him drinks to clear the air. And we start talking, we start drinking, and we start getting pretty messy pretty quick. And then he starts shit-talking again. I'm like, this fucking old geezer. He's like, never in my life have I been out drunk. I'm like, what the fuck? It's impossible to do. I'm like, you sound like you've got emphysema. And then he challenges me to a drinking competition. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like 24. So he's like, the first one to bail pays the bill. And I'm like, I am very fucking on board with that. I can get my fucking $70 back at least. So I'm like, it's just 1 for 1 then. Whatever you drink, I've got to drink. Whatever I drink, you've got to drink. He's like, that's the deal. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to put a pace on this cunt. I'm going to knock this guy fucking out. And so I just started drinking at a psychotic speed. He was never going to be able to keep pace. He was an older dude. By about 6 beers, he was a full beer behind. I'm like, come on, you got to drink. So he's sculling beers now. I'm ordering them. I'm like, keep bringing them. And then I'd say after about 10 drinks, I can't remember how many, I was fucking hammered too. I was fucked during this whole event. After however many beers, he was fucked, like wasted. And we keep drinking. He did pretty fucking good. And then he fell off his fucking chair and ate shit. Just full fucking, didn't even brace himself for the fall. Just sort of passed out, fell on the ground. We all picked him back up, put him back in his chair, and we're like, all right, it's time to go home now. It's over. And he sloppily agreed. He gets off his chair to leave. A couple of the Cambodian staff are propping him up. And I'm like, before you go, give us a fucking hug. Sorry about yesterday. And I go in and I give him this huge hug. And he's kind of limp. And I kind of come in a little too fast. And as I hit him in this hug, his fucking head slingshots forward. And his fucking reading glasses fly off his head, land on the ground. I pick them up. One of the lenses is popped out and fucking cracked. And I'm like, no fucking way. You wouldn't fucking believe it. I hand them to the Cambodian staff guy. He gives them back to the geezer. The geezer looks at them. He goes to swing, but he's too fucking drunk. I'm like, I just went to hug you. I look at the Canadian bartender, and he's just pointing the finger, just going, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I didn't mean that. He's like, yeah, I know you didn't mean it, but you're fucking troubled. Just get out of here. And I ended up having to pay that fucking bill too. And then I left Chinookville. I'm like, I'm not paying that cunt another $70. And also, I don't want to get fucking stabbed. Anyway, that's fucked up Friday for this week. Can you send some fucking stories into me? For fuck's sake. Add me on social media. I'm Boyle Comedy at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Direct message me a fucking story. Alright, I'll see you the fuck later.